Chapter 46. Fractured Paths. Dylan stirred in the observatory's timeless hush, the stone bench cool beneath him, the sea of clouds below swirling silently like a dream half forgotten. Zorath's words echoed in his mind, metaphors of seeds and rivers, chisels and storms, leaving him changed, confronted by fears he'd buried deep. Powerlessness, unloved, forgotten. His starry scars pulsed faintly, a reminder of the Starblade's call, its power to sever God's bonds but demanding sacrifice. The sigil on his palm glowed softly, a mark of intertwined stars, warm to the touch. Zorath's token, a faint anchor in the vast unknown. He rose, the observatory's crystal panes cracked but enduring, overlooking peaks where lightning danced without sound. No path led here, no way down visible, isolated, eternal. "Time to go," he muttered, gripping Gravemarrow's hilt, its curse a subtle itch he ignored. Kajul's voice slithered in, amused. "The wizard's gift opens doors, Star Vessel. Use it wisely." Dylan focused on the sigil, whispering Zorath's words. "Reveal the fracture." The mark flared, bright as a falling star, heat surging through his palm. The air before him shimmered, a rift tearing open, a swirl of azure light edged in shadow, the token cracking like glass, shards dissolving into dust as the sigil faded from his skin. He stepped through the world twisting, a brief vertigo swallowing him. He emerged at the base of the Stormspire's foothills, the ground rocky and frost-kissed, scrub bushes clinging to life amid boulders veined with dull crystal. The peaks towered above, granite claws stabbing the sky, storm clouds boiling around their summits. The air was crisp, biting, a far cry from the Bloodwild's humid rot. Dylan shivered, the portal winking out behind him, the token's magic spent, broken forever. Kajul's voice returned, urgent now. "Well played, Dylan. Zorath's veil hid you, but time slips away. The star shrine calls. You must reach it before your hunters do. Head south, skirt the Ashenflow Plains' eastern edge, cross the Bloodvale at Redford's crumbling bridge, then push into Valoria's heart. It's 300 leagues, a week's hard march if you steal a horse, at Grey Crossing. But dangers lurk, raiders in the plains, cultists at the river, Aelther's patrols near the shrine. They lost your trail in Shadowmere, but they'll pick up your scent soon. Shadow dragons are relentless, and whispers of your scars spread like fire." Dylan's jaw tightened, anger flaring at the pursuit, at Kajul's games. South? I was heading to Zorath for a way home, not deeper into this shit. The shrine's Aelther's turf. Suicide. The demon's chuckle echoed. "Home? Zorath showed you the truth. Your path is the blade, the sacrifice. The shrine holds the Starblade, your destiny. Flee to Earth and Vaughn's shadow follows, twisting your world as it did Erendor. Face it, claim it, or be claimed." Dylan cursed, but the logic gnawed. Zorath's metaphors, the god's bonds, his scars a key. He set off south, the foothills giving way to sloping plains, grey earth veined with sluggish rivers, ruined watchtowers dotting the horizon. Days blurred, stealing a sway-backed horse from a Grey Crossing stable, using Torm's charisma to bluff the stable hand, pushing through ash storms that choked the air, whispering madness. He skirted raiders' camps, Kajul's tips, false trails with dragged branches, dung-smeared boots, buying time. Cultists chanted at Redford's bridge, but he crossed at night, silent as shadow, the Bloodvale's crimson flow a shield against the Vale's distant wail. A week passed, Valoria's fractured lands unfolding, slums bleeding into fortified cities, Starshrine's distant pulse, a beacon. Dylan rode hard, hunger and doubt his companions, Kajul's voice a grudging guide. The shrine loomed closer, its power a hum in his scars, the hunter's shadow a constant threat. Behind, Vea, Zariel, and Liore trailed the shadow dragons, the mist of Shadowmere thinning as they followed Yans's path. Vea's limp slowed them, but Liore's cunning, spotting false trails, her violet eyes piercing deceptions, kept them close without detection. They watched from a ridge as Yans's 10 assassins spread out in a fog-veiled glade, dark leathers blending with the gloom, searching for Dylan's tracks. "Thinning the herd," Vea growled, his voice low. "Pick the strays, silent, quick." Liore nodded, her smile faint and predatory, vanishing into the mist like smoke. Zariel nocked an arrow, melting into the undergrowth. Vea crouched, blades drawn, stalking a lone dragon who'd wandered east, inspecting a snapped vine. The assassin knelt, fingers brushing earth, oblivious as Vea struck, a hand clamping his mouth, sword sliding between ribs, twisting to silence the gurgle. The body slumped, Vea dragging it into bushes, covering tracks with a swept branch. Liore struck next, her grace lethal, a dragon scouting a stream, back turned. She glided close, poisoned needle flicking into his neck, toxin foaming as veins blackened, the man convulsing silently, collapsing into the water without a splash. She smeared dung on the bank, masking scent, her violet eyes cold. Zariel's arrow whispered from the fog, piercing a third dragon's throat mid-step, the body crumpling, arrow retrieved before blood pooled. They claimed 3 more, Vea's garrote on a scout, Liore's pressure point strike crumpling another, Zariel's silent takedown with a vine snare, thinning Yans's pack to 4, bodies hidden, trails obscured. Yans knelt in the glade's center, his piercing voids narrowing at a faint boot heel in the mud, angled north, but the trail fractured, swept earth, false leads crushed with leaves, a bloodied rag on a thorn drawing west. "Advanced," he murmured, voice smooth but edged with suspicion. "Scent masked, dung and mud. The boy's no fool, he's throwing us off." He glanced at his remaining dragons, counting heads, his cynicism sharpening. "Where are the others? 6 should be scouting." The assassins shifted uneasy. "Haven't reported," one said. "Wood's curse, maybe." Yans's lip curled. "Or enemies. Tracks are days old. We press on. Search for them later. The prize is ahead." Suspicion gnawed. He smelled a tail, shadows on his shadow, but Elthir's gold demanded speed. They moved north, Yans's blade drawn, the storm spire calling. From the ridge, Vea's group watched, a safe distance back, the mist their veil. "They're rattled," Liore whispered, her smile sharp. "The boy's lead grows. We close the gap." Zariel nodded, bow ready. "Dylan's alive. Those tracks scream desperation, but clever. To the mountains." Vea grunted, sheathing his swords. "Kid's learning. Let's not waste it." They trailed, the web tightening, the star shrine's pulse a distant drum. Dylan's path a thorned promise in Vailoria's fractured heart.